Tutor protests at the Ministry of Education. NUGFW secures 10% pay increase. And the new airport terminal remains a non-functional shell. Good evening. I am Nicole Williams-Wilson, and you're locked into Tobago Updates Television News for Wednesday, 1st April 2026. Now to our top story. Teachers are taking their grievances directly to the doorstep of the Ministry of Education. On Tuesday, dozens of educators gathered in Port of Spain to demand action on a long list of unresolved issues. From crumbling infrastructure to stalled salary negotiations, the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association says the system is at a breaking point. True Green George has the details.
Persistent but peaceful. Approximately 80 educators from across the nation gathered at St. Vincent Street on Tuesday morning. Leading the charge was Tutor President Crystal Ash. The union chose the Easter vacation period for this demonstration to ensure no classroom time was lost. While salary negotiations often dominate the headlines, Ash says the problems run much deeper.
To highlight issues that we have with respect to the education system, not only salary issues, but other issues relating to the sector itself in terms of infrastructure, leave classification, and others.
The call for better working conditions comes as recent reports suggest several schools across both islands are in desperate need of repair. In addition to infrastructure, the union is pushing for a more efficient process regarding leave classification, a bottleneck that has long frustrated veteran teachers. The protest wasn't just about general policy. Several teachers with individual grievances were accompanied into the ministry by tutor officials to seek direct resolutions. This boots-on-the-ground approach highlights a growing frustration with administrative delays.
We had members of the tutor executive, along with members of tutor itself from all education districts, including Tobago. So we took the opportunity today to highlight this day being a day outside of the normal regular school time, during the vacation time, so that there was no disruption to the regular school day and so.
Despite the rainy weather, the presence of representatives from every district, including a contingent from Tobago, underscored the national scale of these concerns. The Ministry of Education has yet to issue a formal response to Tuesday's specific list of demands. However, Tutor warns that if progress remains slow, more vocal demonstrations may follow when the new term begins. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Jewel Green George.
Daily paid workers in Tobago and across the country have secured a long-awaited pay raise. The National Union of Government and Federated Workers signed a new collective agreement yesterday. Chief Personnel Officer Daryl Dindial confirmed that the settlement covers the 2014 to 2019 period. Workers will receive a 10% wage increase. This deal impacts thousands of employees in various government departments and regional operations. The agreement also includes a $2.6 billion back pay settlement. This money will be paid in two parts. Workers will receive 40% of their arrears in cash. The remaining 60% will be increased through non-cash options. The government plans to complete these payments by July 2026. Union leaders say this move brings some financial relief to their members. Officials expect the new pay rates to take effect in the upcoming months. We will continue to follow this story as payment schedules are finalized. The long-awaited expansion of the A&R Robinson International Airport is entering a critical final phase. But travelers shouldn't pack their bags just yet. Despite reaching technical completion in 2025, officials describe the new structure as a beautiful shell that still requires significant internal work before it can welcome passengers. True Green George reports on the push to make the facility fully operational by the second quarter of this year.
It is a $1 billion gateway designed to transform Tobago's tourism. The new terminal at Crown Point features modern jet bridges and solar power, but inside, the halls remain quiet. While the external structure is finished, the interior lacks the essential services needed for a functioning international hub.
Essentially, what we have there right now is a shell, a beautiful shell nonetheless, and that requires that there be certain build-out.
That build-out includes everything from custom counters to retail spaces. The Chief Secretary emphasized that an airport is more than just a landing strip. It requires a commercial ecosystem to serve the thousands of passengers expected to pass through.
It also requires that concessionaires go into the space and start building out their assets and the areas from which they will provide their services.
The Tobago House of Assembly is now taking a hands-on role in this transition. Under the fifth schedule of Act 40 of 1996, the THA is collaborating with the Airports Authority to finalize the interior and complete vital infrastructure. This includes a new circular perimeter road designed to streamline traffic flow around the facility.
We are now being allowed to be a part of the development of the new terminal, in keeping with the fifth schedule of Act 40 of 1996.
With a firm target for full operations by June 2026, the focus shifts from construction to readiness. For now, the shell stands ready, waiting for the lifeblood of commerce and travel to hit its halls. Jewel Green George reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Up next, the New Start Hiking Club expands to Tobago.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Lemonade, Violet Vibes. This Easter Monday, April 6th, it's the ultimate premium all-inclusive breakfast party. Lemonade, Violet Vibes. Lemonade from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Bringing the vibes live on stage. Tristo. Kimmy. Tonight is action in the people place. Action when you're on your way. Sponsored by Penny Savers Supermarket, Comsearch Networking, AVT General Services Limited, Tobago Updates, Angostura, Absolute Vodka, Campari, Tobago Festivals Commission Limited, and Bermudez. This Easter Monday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Lemonade, Violet Vibes, where the vibes are always refreshing.
Critical and crucial is Friday night blazing the parts usual. And on this Easter weekend, I'm going to be there for Arise at our beautiful twin Isle of Tobago. So looking forward to seeing you there. And remember, I fed up by the captivity, fed up by the lockdown. I find it's time to lose bear. The imprisonment got to stop now. Critical and crucial, see you there.
Arise!
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you their Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and a stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
I need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
John's Bar on the Boulevard presents the Tobago Vibes Festival. 1 weekend, 4 free events. That's right, 4 nights of freeness at John's Bar. Thursday, April 2nd, we start off with the Conscious Vibes at I Love Reggae, featuring international reggae superstar Ross Shiloh.
On to Zion we go. I can't move slow, no.
Shiloh.
Are you satisfied? Wipe the tears from your eyes.
Also featuring TNT's very own Kevin Carter and Garden Knight, alongside your favorite reggae-matic DJs. Easter weekend on the Esplanade. It's the safe and secure, admission-free, first annual Tobago Vibes Festival. See social media for details. Keywords Tobago Vibes Festival. I Love Reggae. Powered by John's Bar on the Boulevard.
Trinidad, Tobago, and abroad. Your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for 2 to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Thank you for staying with us. What began as a local initiative has quickly expanded, drawing growing interest from participants and even extending to Tobago, where the club has received an overwhelmingly positive response from eager outdoor enthusiasts. Founder of the New Start Hiking Club, Jabari Phillips, is steadily building a reputation for offering structured and enjoyable hiking experiences across Trinidad and Tobago. Here are the details.
The New Start Hiking Club, founded by Jabari Phillips, has been steadily gaining traction across Trinidad, offering outdoor enthusiasts a chance to explore the island's natural landscapes. As participation grew, so did the interest beyond Trinidad's shores. After being invited by a Tobago resident to host hikes there, the group decided to expand. The response, according to Phillips, was overwhelmingly positive, exceeding expectations and highlighting a strong appetite for similar recreational activities in Tobago.
Just a hiking club where we do hikes all about Trinidad. However, due to the growing group and the amount of persons keep coming out, there was a need for more.
Right.
I was reached out by someone who lives Tobago, and they asked if we could come over and do hikes. We took the opportunity just to try it out, and to our surprise, the love was overwhelming.
At New Start Hiking Club, professionalism remains a top priority, with every activity carefully planned and executed through a structured, step-by-step approach. The club operates with a strong support system, including designated leaders and team leaders who guide participants along the trails. These individuals not only support the organizer, but also ensure hikers receive the assistance they need throughout the journey. The team places great emphasis on preparation, conducting pre-hike assessments to familiarize themselves with each trail and address any potential challenges in advance, ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience for all participants.
At New Start Hiking Club, we pride ourselves on being very professional. So everything is a step-by-step process, and we also have persons assistants, so we have leaders. So we have team leaders who assist on the trails. So these leaders will not only assist me, but assist the hikers in aiding them with everything they need. All the trails that we go to, we are fully aware of everything that comes with the trail. We are prepared prior. We do something called a pre-hike or a recce, where we
With its growing membership and expanding reach, the New Start Hiking Club continues to foster a safe, organized, and engaging environment for outdoor enthusiasts. The club's commitment to preparation and teamwork has been key to its success, positioning it as a trusted group for both local and visiting hikers seeking to explore Trinidad and Tobago's natural beauty. This is Aaliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Private candidates who sat the January 2026 CSEC examination can now access their results. The Division of Education, Skills and Innovation issued the notice yesterday that the deadline to submit official queries was yesterday, March 31st. Candidates collected query forms directly from the education unit and paid 60 Barbados dollars to have their initial results reviewed. Accessing personal data incurred a $50 charge, but there is no fee for candidates marked absent or ungraded. The division warns that a review can result in grades increasing or decreasing. However, if a grade improves after review, the fee will be refunded. Private candidates should contact the Education Examination Unit for further details on late submissions. These early exam results can give Tobago's graduates an edge as they now have the pick of the litter in choosing their next step. Many students are pursuing Easter vocational training and internships to build their resume. Whether entering the classroom or the office, officials say every step must be purposeful to take full advantage before the bulk of the results will be released in August. Results can be accessed by visiting www.cxe.org/student-results. The Nazi Fast 5 series continues to build momentum as communities across Tobago West embrace its fast-paced sporting action. Following an exciting netball opening, attention now shifts to the upcoming cricket segment set for Sunday 12th at the Canaan Bonaccord Hard Court. Anticipation is high for another competitive showdown. Here are the details.
Member of Parliament for Tobago West, Joel Sampson, emphasized this year's Nazi Fast 5 will adopt a new format, moving activities into various communities on different weekends. Previously held over one weekend at the Bonaccord Hard Court, the event will now be spread out to create a more community-focused experience.
This edition of the Nazi Fast 5, we are going to do it in various communities on various weekends. So whereas before we would have kept a full weekend of activities at the Bonaccord Hard Court, where we'd have the netball on a Friday night, the football during the day on a Saturday, the cricket on a Sunday, and then culminate with all the finals on the Sunday night, it's going to be a bit different this year.
Sampson highlighted that Nazi Fast 5 began as a simple idea inspired by a fast-paced netball competition he watched. He envisioned a fun, action-packed, and competitive event. Now expanded across Tobago West, activities will be taken into all 8 electoral districts, bringing excitement to more communities.
Well, it started off as a mere idea. Right. I was home one day looking at netball and I saw a Fast 5 competition, and I said to myself, I could keep something like this, geared towards that kind of quick event. Right. Where it's fun, it's action-packed, it's competitive, and we decided and we started on it. But now that we have expanded to the west, it's going to be a bit more exciting for many more communities because we're now going into the different, there are like 8 electoral districts in Tobago West, so we're going to go into all the districts and we're going to have various events. So
over the weekend, the Nazi Fast 5 competition kicked off with the Fast 5 netball segment, featuring 7 teams: Knickers 1, Knickers 2, Runners, Elite 9, Garrisons, Goodwood United, and the Lone Trinidad-based team HQ. Delivering an outstanding performance, HQ secured first place, while Elite 9 finished in a commendable second position. Next up in the Nutty Fast 5 series is a Fast 5 cricket segment, scheduled to take place on Sunday, April 12th at the Canaan Bonacord Hardcourt. The event is expected to continue the excitement, bringing together teams and supporters for another action-packed day of competition. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
In a world where our health defines our future and the Caribbean stands on the front lines of climate change, rising NCDs and global challenges, knowledge becomes our greatest defense. Caribbean Medical TV is your guide on the journey to wellness and insight, featuring our region's own doctors, nurses, climate specialists and medical institutions. From physical well-being to the emotional and mental balance we all deserve. Caribbean Medical TV empowers you because building a healthier future isn't just a regional goal, it's a global responsibility. In the Caribbean, vitality isn't just a goal, it's a way of living. Connect with the region through knowledge, hope, and the power of Caribbean resilience on Caribbean Medical TV, where awareness becomes power. Join the conversation, join the movement. Be viewing Season 4 of Caribbean Medical TV right here on this station.
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you the Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
Need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
Trinidad, Tobago, and abroad. Your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Nejon's Bar on the Boulevard presents the Tobago Vibes Festival. 1 weekend, 4 free events. That's right, 4 nights of freeness at Nejon's Bar. Thursday, April 2nd, we start off with the Conscious Vibes at I Love Reggae, featuring international reggae superstar Ross Shiloh.
On to Zion we go, and I can't move slow, no.
Shiloh.
Are you satisfied? Wipe the tears from your eyes.
Also featuring TNT's very own Kevin Carter and Garden Knight, alongside your favorite reggae-matic DJs. Easter weekend on the Esplanade. It's the safe and secure, admission-free, first annual Tobago Vibes Festival. See social media for details. Keywords Tobago Vibes Festival. I Love Reggae. Powered by Nejon's Bar on the Boulevard.
What's up, it's your brother Nathaniel here. Listen to this Easter weekend 2026. Arise, the concert, Scarborough Amphitheater will never be the same. I'm looking forward to fellowshipping with you guys in praise and worship. And I know a couple of my brothers will be there as well. Big up, blessed, Bijan, Fire Night. Arise, We going down in the war room. We going down in the war room.
Arise!
Sunday evening TFA Premier Division action at Riverbank, Mount St. George saw Georgia FC secure a confident 3-1 victory over Eagles FC in an engaging contest. From the opening whistle, Georgia FC looked sharp and organized, moving the ball quickly and applying early pressure. The approach paid off when they opened the scoring with a composed finish after a well-constructed attacking move. Eagles FC, however, responded strongly and gradually grew into the game, finding an equalizer before halftime after taking advantage of a defensive error. The match remained competitive going on to the second half, but Georgia FC lifted their intensity and began to control possession in the midfield. Their passing rhythm and movement of the ball created repeated problems for the Eagles' defense. 2 second-half goals followed. Both finished clinically after sustained attacking pressure. Eagles FC tried to fight back, pushing forward in search of another goal, but Georgia FC remained disciplined at the back and managed the closing stages effectively. At full time, Georgia FC walked away with a deserved 3-1 win, continuing their strong Premier Division form, while Eagles FC were left to regroup after a hard-fought but disappointing result. Tobago is shifting gears towards a greener future. With global energy markets in flux due to ongoing conflict in the Middle East, the Tobago House of Assembly is moving to insulate the island from rising fuel costs. Last Thursday, Environment, Climate Resilience and Energy Secretary Darren Henry confirmed a new partnership to blanket the island with electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Jewel Green George has the details.
The push for a clean, green, serene Tobago is moving from a slogan to the streets. The THA is partnering with the Eco-Industrial Development Company of Tobago, EDCOT, to build out a comprehensive network of electric vehicles. Secretary for the Environment and Climate Resilience, Darren Henry, says the project is currently in the late stages of financial planning.
We intend to establish an island-wide network of EV charging stations in collaboration with EDCOT.
The timing is critical. While residential electricity rates in Trinidad and Tobago remain some of the lowest in the region at approximately 42 cents per kilowatt, the global oil market is reacting to the war in Iran. Crude prices have spiked as shipments through the Strait of Hormuz face disruptions. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine says the fiscal reality of importing crude means local pump prices could soon feel the pressure.
One can potentially consider that we may have an impact based on the war that's going on now in the Middle East. I will say there is a need for Tobagonians to start thinking about alternative ways of fueling our vehicles.
The Chief Secretary isn't just looking at the macroeconomics. He says the personal savings are already proven.
I possess a vehicle that is a plug-in hybrid. And since I have that as my personal vehicle, I have only I have filled my tank once in about the last 2 months because I plug in and drive.
Officials expect the network to lower operational costs for public buildings and improve overall energy reliability. Details on the specific locations and the rollout timeline will be released once the final budget is approved. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The push for Tobago's autonomy is moving into a new phase. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar and Chief Secretary Farley Augustine met on March 27th to discuss the island's future. Constitutional and governance expert Professor Hamid Ghani will now guide the next step of the self-governance process. The leaders also focused on immediate legislative changes. These reforms target marine park jurisdiction, landholding licenses, and the creation of a Tobago local police service. They also discussed statutory harmonization to strengthen the THA's executive authority and interim administrative alignments for immediate action. What remains to be seen is a timeline for Tobago's Autonomy Phase 2 push, or if this will become yet another flashpoint in the island's quest for greater autonomy. The weather report when we return.
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you the Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and a stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
Need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen.
Hop, hop, hip hooray. Easter money's on its way. Some bunnies getting a great rate today. Looking for a rate that's bright and sunny? Hop on down for some Easter money. 1% interest through and through. Because we see you at BCU. Apply for a 1% Easter loan and let's hatch something great together. Hop, hop, hip hooray. Easter money's on its way.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone on the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Trinidad, Tobago, and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Lemonade, Violet Vibes. This Easter Monday, April 6th, it's the ultimate premium all-inclusive breakfast party. Lemonade, Violet Vibes. Lemonade from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Bringing the vibes live on stage. Tristo. Kimmy. Sponsored by Penny Savers Supermarket, Comsearch Networking, AVT General Services Limited, Tobago Updates, Angostura, Absolute Vodka, Campari, Tobago Festivals Commission Limited, and Bermudez. This Easter Monday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Lemonade, Violet Vibes, where the vibes are always refreshing.
Yo, what's up? It's your brother Nathaniel here. Listen to this Easter weekend 2026. Arise, the concert, Tobago Amphitheater will never be the same. I'm looking forward to fellowshipping with you guys in praise and worship. And I know a couple of my brothers will be there as well. Big up, blessed. Bijan, Fire Night. Arise, we going down in the war room. We going down in the war room.
Arise!
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather updates from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight will be mostly fair and cool, except for odd showers. The minimum temperature is forecast to be around 23 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 24 degrees Celsius at Crum Point. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy at times, despite isolated showery interruptions. Night will be generally fair. The maximum temperature tomorrow is expected to reach around 32 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 30 degrees Celsius at Crum Point. Seas will be moderate, with waves between 1.5 and 2.5 meters in open waters and up to 1.0 meters in sheltered areas. A marine advisory is currently in effect, and all marine interests should exercise caution. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:02 and sunset at 6:16. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates News. Have a great night. Let's recap the headlines. Tutor protests at Ministry of Education. NUGFW secures 10% pay increase, and new airport terminal remains non-functional shell.